Hi, Joyce.
Hi, Dr. B. It's really nice to have you here.
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, pretty well.
Okay. Thank you, Joyce. Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Ian Bian from School of Information Management, Nanjing University. I'm very delighted to share our English taught master programs to you all. Our programs offer training in the interactions between social science and information science. It contains two major tracks, IMDA and IMDH, namely Information Management and Data Analytics, and Information Management and Digital Humanities. The IMDA is an interdisciplinary program.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Bian. Well, actually, I think some of the students are quite curious about the requirements of this program, because when people hear the word IT, they sometimes think that it's quite demanding. Does this program have specific requirements on the applicant's academic background? That's interesting, because one day when I was talking to one of our students who had this liberal arts background, he told me that the word digital humanities surely sounded quite exciting. However, he was a little bit worried about if it would be too challenging for him as a humanities background. Yeah, so thoughts are more important. They're going to be ready with the tools. Okay, I think. Oops. Okay, Dr. Bian, thank you. Here's another question. What kind of jobs will the graduates of this program be able to do? I think most of our students are quite eager to know that.
applications, business intelligence, data visualization, network analysis, knowledge organization, and some other special topics. As I mentioned before, if the students are ready to gain skills demanded by the employers for data-centric decision-making in the global economy, the IMDA program is a better choice. If you want to develop the relevant skills to explore humanity projects and subjects in digital area, then the IMDH program is right there for you. We are encouraging the bachelor and master degree holders of any discipline to apply for IMDH program. In general, the first one is more focused on solving managerial problems by using IT-based solutions. The second one,
Okay, thank you. We are more clear. We're more clear about this program now. Thank you so much, Dr. Bian. It's so nice to have you here. Thank you. See you later. Okay, I think we have some questions here. This one says, I don't have any English certificates. Okay, well, actually, if you're not from an English-speaking country, if you would like to apply for NGU's English taught programs, you would need to take the IELTS test or the TOEFL one. The minimal requirement of these English taught programs is IELTS 6 and TOEFL 85. So it's not so demanding. You just need to take the test. And what else? Okay. So some students are taking Chinese majors for many years. And yes, of course, you're welcome to apply for the other majors you're quite interested in. As we have mentioned before, you can even choose this one, Information Resources Management, because as Dr. Bian has mentioned, they are welcoming the students from different backgrounds to join us because actually the tools, the IT technologies are not that important in this major. They're going to get you ready for that in the courses. What you need to know, what you need to master is that what you need to have is an open mind and an eager heart to learn something about information management, which is really important in the world, in the employment market. It will get you ready for, you know, business management too, and so many other things you would like to do. So this one is surely worth trying, worth considering too. And yeah, that's pretty much what we have now. And what else? About the applying for the scholarships. We're going to go through that later. I know that you're all eager to know that. Okay, now so much for this. And yeah, we are going to invite our international students to join us today to share with us what kind of life they really have at NGU as master students. And one of them is Natalia. She's from Poland and she's currently studying at one of our featured programs, which is Chinese English translation. Let's hear what Natalia has to tell us. Hi, Natalia. Nice to see you today. Thank you, Natalia. That's very rich. We do know more about what kind of life you really have as a student because, well, as one of the staff, I just know what kind of life it is like to work here and to study as an international student. You really have a life. Okay, we do have some questions for you. What would you say to the students who'd like to choose the translation major? Because I do hear often this question because the students often tell me that, well, I know Chinese, I know English. Am I going to be a good translator? I want to have a try, but I'm not sure about it. Do you have any suggestions for them? To get an idea about that. Yeah. Okay, so I know that you are a CSC scholarship student here at the university, and some of the students are quite eager to know, is it difficult to apply for this scholarship? Is it difficult to apply to Nigerian university? Just relax a little bit and be yourself, right? Mhm. Indeed. Indeed. Okay, so I heard that you mentioned Xialing campus was quite far away from our city center. So how's the life there?
I often go to the city center at the weekends, but during my weekdays, I enjoy being, in a place where there's a lot of greenery and trees and flowers, and actually many things that we need in our daily life are available here, like even like hairdresser and supermarket. And also I often make shopping online, so it gets delivered here. So unless I seek entertainment, there's really not that much need for me to go to the city center. Mhm. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, that's perfect. Hi everyone, it's really nice to be here. My name is Bo. I am from the Netherlands. And it's really nice to get a chance to talk to you. I still remember the moment I was trying to pick or choose where I wanted to go to university. And I think it's a big decision. So it's good that you're all here to listen and learn a bit more about Nanjing University. I think Natalia already told you a lot about the campus and about what life is like. So I want to tell you 3 stories using 3 questions that were very important for me when I was picking university. The first question is, why come to China? It's far away from the Netherlands, and it wasn't that easy to pick a university that was so far away from my home country, but at the same time, it was a big adventure. The second question is, why come to Nanjing? And the third question is, why come to Nanjing University? So I'm going to start off with the first question, why come to China, and tell you a story about my first day in China. So when I first came to China, I had very little knowledge about China. I didn't speak Chinese. And when I arrived at the airport, turned out that my luggage was actually sent to India and not to China. So there I was on my own at the airport without my luggage and very nervous. But somehow I ended up staying in China for 5 years, and I'm still there ever since. So something has gone really right after a really bad start for me. And I think one of the things I liked a lot about my experience and adventure so far in China is that yeah, okay. So even in the moments at which was not so easy, there was always a lot of support. So as an international student coming to China, there is a whole network of people around you to help you. You are starting a new adventure, but you are starting it with support of people from university, your roommates, the friends that you make. So that was really nice for me. And then the second question is, why come to Nanjing? So the first time I came to China, I actually lived in Shanghai for my bachelor degree. And I liked the experience there, but I was missing something because Shanghai is a really big city, but it's also a very international city. So sometimes I felt like I was living in an international bubble where I was often finding myself interacting with other international students, speaking English instead of Chinese. So when I was deciding on where to do my master's degree, I wanted to go to a place or a city where I would be pushed a little bit out of my comfort zone and got a chance to actually practice the language and really learn about Chinese culture. So I think Nanjing is a city that is very authentic and that is very friendly and resembles China a lot better than Beijing or Shanghai could do for me. Then the last question was, why come to Nanjing University? So this is also a story about my first time coming to a university where I was speaking Chinese all the time because I was enrolled in a Chinese spoken master. I had just passed my HSK 5, and it was not that easy to start going to class and do everything in Chinese. So again, an adventure, but also a really good one. I am now in my 2nd year, and almost all of my classes are done. I passed all of them, and I think partly I passed them because there was so much support from my classmates who the first day I was in class, they came to me and they asked, "Oh, did you understand the homework that we were assigned? Do you speak Chinese? How's it going?" And also with the help of my professors, of my mentor, who is always there to help me with the questions that I have. I think it's a really important part of education, that you get that support. And it's an important part of an adventure, because adventures are really only fun when there is good support. And I feel that at Nanjing University, I have had that support. So the last thing I want to say to you is that you're making a really big decision in your life. So think about it well, and mostly think about which school is the right fit for you as a person. What do you want to get out of your university experience, and can you get that at Nanjing University? For me, Nanjing University is a very good fit. I'm very happy. I am soon going to start writing my thesis. Unfortunately, I'm currently in the Netherlands because of the coronavirus, but I'm looking forward a lot to coming back. And yeah, any questions are welcome. I'm happy to answer. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have some questions for you both. What are the courses like at the School of Government?
That's a good question. I can tell you about one of the courses I attended this morning, actually. It's called The History of Concepts. So actually in the School of Government, a lot of the courses are either qualitative or quantitative research, which I think is a really nice combination in the social sciences, that you learn a bit of both. And this morning I had a qualitative research course. It was about the history of concepts, which means that we look at concepts, actually both in English and in Chinese. And we look at how these concepts changed throughout history. So how do political events have an impact on these concepts? For example, renmin or people. How does this concept change throughout history and in different political environments? Another course I took was much more quantitative. It was a statistics course. It's nice to also learn these skills and be able to apply them to political science research. Yeah.
Aren't they a little bit challenging for someone whose major is related to government or management?
For me, the courses are exactly the right amount of challenging. So they push me to work hard, but they're not so challenging that it's demotivating. So it's a good balance. I think I get to learn a lot and work hard, and at the same time, I also, when I work hard, get the results that I want. So I think it's a good balance.
It's really good to hear that. And another question is, what kind of jobs do the students who graduated from the School of Government do? Do you yourself have a plan?
I'm still considering my plan after graduation, but I will be doing an internship at the Dutch embassy in Beijing. I was supposed to do that internship right at this moment in this semester, but that didn't happen. So it's been postponed to next semester or the semester after that. But it would be my dream to work at the Dutch embassy in Beijing at some point.
Okay, so the students may be able to go to the embassies or to do some work at the government, perhaps?
Yeah, exactly. So I would be working for the Dutch Foreign Affairs Office with the relations between China and the Netherlands.
With what you've learned all this way. And do you enjoy your life here at NG? I didn't hear you talk too much about that.
Yes, I think Natalia did a very good job already at explaining what life is like at Nanjing University. But I can tell you a little bit more about my life at Xianling campus. One of the things I really like about Standing Campus is that it's a very new campus. And I think this is something Natalia didn't mention yet. It's a new campus, so all of the facilities are very clean and I think very beautiful. One of the things I like to do on campus is hang out with my Chinese classmates. So we play games together. There's a little coffee shop very close to the international dormitories where I think a lot of international students like to go drink coffee. I shared a few with Natalia that really on Standing Campus, a lot of the facilities that you need, they are there. So there is no need to go to the city center that often. And one of the places I really like to go is Wanda Mall. It's a mall that is very close to campus. You can bike there. So if you want to do shopping and you don't feel like going to the city center, you can also go there. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much for your sharing. It's really insightful and inspirational. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay, it's so nice to hear about the personal stories from our international students. And I think one day, if you come to NGU, you are going to develop your own very unique stories about the life and study here too. You just need to begin that adventure when you are ready. And we still have some time, so we're going to choose some of the questions to answer. I think there's someone who said that what majors are there for the English taught programs. Okay, so I'm going to show you the list of our English taught programs again, and so that you can get a clearer idea about what kind
I graduated with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education, and I have a lot of work experiences. I work as a teacher. I work in the office here in Philippines. It's more than 5 years my working experiences in teaching career and also in the office. I'm planning to take my master's degree. At the same time, I will be able to sustain um, my matriculation for my master's degree. If I will become a scholar in your university and I will apply, what could be the requirements that I'm going to prepare, or what could be the standards to become a scholar student? And at the same time, is it okay I will be applying for a job in your university while I am taking my master's degree? My academic background, I am secondary education. I am a teacher, secondary education major in English. Oh, all right. Yeah, and I am very much interested also to learn that kind of program. But since my knowledge is, I am very much knowledgeable. My educational background is teaching. So I just want to, if there is a vacant position or vacant job in your university as a teaching career, so I'm planning to work to apply there, and at the same time I will take my master's degree, or what could be the best program which is best suited on my qualifications rather.